Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using Python programming language. The program have to accept n integers and r and c as input and form a matrix based on the following conditions. And finally, it have to print the matrix. Initially, the matrix must be filled with zeros. Then the matrix is filled with the given integers in horizontal zigzag direction starting from the bottom right cell. If n is greater than r cross c, then the elements of the matrix should be replaced. Finally, we have to print the matrix as our output. So let us now consider for our test case. So this is our test case. In this test case, n is equal to 11 and these are the integers, and r is equal to 3, column is equal to 3. So first let us create an empty matrix of r cross c. Three rows and three columns are filled with zeros. Now we have to fill the integers in zigzag direction, so it will be in this form. So the bottom row will be filled with the element 10, so 10 will be filled here. Next element will be filled by 20, so 20 here, and this first element of the last row will be filled by 30, so 30 here. Now the last previous row will be filled by 40, 11 and 22. So it will be filled in the order of 40, 11 and 22. 40, 11, 22, and the first row will be filled by 33, 50, 60. Sorry, I have missed a number here. 44 should come here. So the next row, that is the first row, will be filled by 33, 44, 50. So here this becomes 33 and 44, and this becomes 50. So the remaining integer 60 and 70 also have to be filled. So this will be filled in the last row. So 10 and 20 will be changed to 60 and 70. So this becomes 60 and 20 becomes 70. So this matrix will be our required output. Now let us consider for our last test case. In this test case, n is equal to 25 and the integers are from 1 to 25, and r is equal to 4 and the column is equal to 3, that is c. So first let us create an empty matrix of size r cross c. So 4 rows and 3 columns. So 4 rows here. So the last row will be filled by 1, 2, 3. So last row will be filled by 1, 2, 3. So let us write it as 3 to 1, and the last previous row will be filled by 4, 5, 6. so 456, and then next will be filled by 789, so 987, and first row will be filled by 10 11 12, 10 11 12, and the next integers will be filled from again last row, so 13 14 15, and then next 16 17 18, and then next 19 20 21, and then next 22 23 24. So finally there is only one element, so it will be filled in the last row, last column, so 13 will be changed to 25. So this updated matrix will be printed as our required output. Now let us implement our logic using Python 3. First let us get the integer n as input from the user. Next integer list, int list, as a list of input.split, and then r comma c, which is integers as input, and let us create a matrix of 0 times c for row in range r, and let us create some variables row, index, and flag, which is equal to row is r minus 1 and index is 0 and flag will be true, false. Now let us have our condition here. While true, if row modulo 2 not equal to row modulo, that is capital R modulo 2, so if this condition satisfies, then for call which ranges from c minus 1 to c, that is minus 1, having step index as minus 1, then matrix of row and call, which is equal to int list of index. So next we have to increment the index value by 1, so increment int by 1. Now let us check for our condition. If int is equal to n, then we have to update the flag value as true, and we have to add a break statement here, and then if index is equal to n means flag value becomes true and the statement breaks. And then let us have another condition, else. So the for loop alone changes. So for call which ranges from 0 to call of c, and then next similarly as in the above condition. So let us copy and paste matrix of row and call, which is equal to int list of index. After that you have to increment the index by 1. If index equal to n means we have to update the flag value as true and then break the statement. Now let us have another condition. If flag is equal to true means we have to break this statement, as this is an infinite while loop. So after this condition we have to decrement the row by 1, and then another last condition, if row is equal to minus 1 means then row is equal to capital R minus 1. So after this condition, finally we have to print the matrix as our output. So this will be a required code for today's DC.